Welcome. In this video I'm going to show you how you can create a butterfly, pyramid, tornado or funnel chart using Python. I'm using Jupyter Lab with Python version 3.12. And this is the types of diagrams that we're going to be creating. And to show you how that can be done, I need some data. I already loaded this in, so I'm importing pandas and then load the general social survey data from 2012, adjusted for some example purposes. Created a cross table of the two fields of interest. I'm using marital status and gender. One of these two will have to be binary, so in this case gender was actually male and female were the only two options chosen, so that's good enough for this video. I have a separate video where I quickly show my own library, but in this video I will be using other people's libraries. So a few different options, for example pyplot. We'll need to store the labels of the marital status separately, so that's easily done with getting the index of that cross table. And we should actually also store the two columns separately, so that can be done with just ilog. And then we also need the maximum count, so we can do that by setting the axis equals 1, so the maximum count is 516, so it's the maximum of the maximums. We'll use this later to set the horizontal axis. Perhaps we want it as a maximum of, or nicely rounded as a multiple of 5, so we could use xlim with this little round function. So we'll set it to 520 instead of that 516. The bar chart of the male counts is made fairly simple. You just import matplotlib pyplot, and then you can use bar h. So we can simply say, well, I want those. For the female, similarly, we can also create that one very easily, but we want these actually back to back. So what we can do is we can use the invert axis command and then actually get them nicely, get one of them the other way around. And now we need to just put those two together, which is being done over here. So this simply puts both of them back to back, and that creates our so-called butterfly chart, or some will even call this already a pyramid chart, depending on how you sort them. You can also use Seaborn. So Seaborn, if you've never used it, first install it. Otherwise you can import it immediately. It also has a bar plot function, so we can do it for the males and for the females. Again, we might have to invert the axis, so there we go. And then but what we could actually also do instead is actually multiply everything with -1 for one of the two categories, and that way it will actually also go to the other side. Now we can actually add again the two together. Fairly straightforward, but then we do have to make sure the tick marks are, even though they are shown as negative, we actually want to see them as positive. So similar ID, slightly different execution. Changing the order, what you can do is you can actually add the margins, so the totals. I'm going to rename those as total as well, and then I want to sort them based on that new total column. So I can use the sort values, and then of course I need to remove those totals again, so I'll simply remove them. And then sort the cross table from high to low. We can do the exact same thing, but then set ascending as false. Then you get the cross table the other way around. And then use that cross table to create the diagram. Alright, I hope this video was helpful, and thank you for watching.